Hey everyone, welcome back to my virtual assistant course. Today I want to talk about something that we all face, which is challenging situations. Whether it's a difficult client, overwhelming workloads, or unexpected setbacks, challenges are a part of life. But the real question is, how do you stay sane, optimistic, and keep pushing forward? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share 3 tips that has helped me to navigate tough times while staying focused and positive. The first tip is control what you can and let go of what you can't. Secondly, find the lesson in every challenge. And lastly, keep your mind and energy positive. Now let's dive into these tips one after the other, starting with the first one: control what you can and let go of what you can't. One of the biggest stressors in life is trying to control things that are out of our hands. For example, your client changes deadlines, a very important project gets delayed, or a misunderstanding happens despite your best efforts. First, let's look at a client with impossible expectations. I once had a client who constantly changed his mind about what he wanted. I would complete a task and then he would say, actually, let's do it differently. At first, I was frustrated and exhausted. But then I realized that I can't control their indecisiveness, but I can always control how I respond. So instead of stressing, I started sending them progress updates and asking them on time, does this align with what you're looking for? This helped me adjust as we went on, instead of me redoing the work every time and wasting time. Also, it saved me so much frustration. The key lesson from this is, whenever you are faced with challenges, always ask yourself, what part of this is within my control? Once you figure it out, focus on that and let go of the rest. I'm moving to the second tip, which is find the lesson in every challenge. Now, this one might be hard to hear when you're in the middle of a tough situation, but every challenge teaches you something. I want you to think about a time when something went wrong. Maybe a project failed, or maybe a client ended the contract, or maybe you made a very big mistake. At first, it feels like a disaster, but later, when you reflect, you realize that it made you smarter, stronger, or better at your job. Now I'll tell you about my mistake experience that I learned from. I once missed an important email from a client because I was juggling too many things at once. And the result, I didn't complete the task on time and my client was very disappointed.
At first, I felt so frustrated, and instead of beating myself up, I asked myself,
What can I learn from this? How can I prevent this from happening again? From that moment on, I started prioritizing emails and setting reminders for urgent tasks. And guess what? That mistake never happened again. So the key lesson from my experiences, instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, see them as stepping stones to growth. So for the last tip, keep your mind and energy positive. When things get tough, it's easy to fall into negativity and self-doubt. But let me tell you, your mindset determines how well you handle challenges. Now, what are the ways to stay positive and motivated? First, you take breaks when needed. Resting is not quitting. Secondly, surround yourself with positive people by talking to friends or mentors that uplift you. And lastly, practice gratitude. Always focus on what's going right and not what's going wrong. Which reminds me of this tough week that almost broke me. There was this week when everything went wrong. Tasks were piling up, the client was unhappy, and I felt completely overwhelmed. I almost gave up. But instead, I took a deep breath and I made a list about what I could fix. I reminded myself that I've handled tough times before and survived. And then I talked to a friend who just reminded me that this was just a bad week and not a bad career. And guess what? The storm I was worried about passed, like it always does. And the key lesson from this is stay optimistic, focus on the solutions and not the problems. Because every challenge is temporary. So my final encouragement for you is this: no matter what challenges comes your way, always remember you are stronger than you think. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. Find the lesson in every setback and keep your mind positive and surround yourself with encouragement. Now, I want to hear from you. What is this one challenge that you faced recently and how did you handle it? Let's chat in the comments. So if you found this video very helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you. Bye for now.